Did he ever ask you to wear an outfit like that?
No.
Did he ever use phrases with you that you're the ultimate slut in bed?
No.
And did he talk to you about blowing enormous loads every time?
No.
Did he ever ejaculate on your face?
No.
Did he ever call you a whore,
No.
a slut,
No.
a three-hole wonder?
No.
Did he ever tell you how he wanted to tie you to a tree and, quote, put it in your ass?
No.
Must have had a different relationship that he did with Miss Arias, correct?
Objection, lack of foundation. We were talking about
The
Cancun issue, ma'am. You never told the detective about the Cancun issue, did you?
what Cancun issue?
Do you remember that we're talking about Travis Alexander? Let's start with that.
Yes, I remember that.
That's why we're here, because you killed him, right? Mr. Alexander is out of the shower, correct?
Yes, he is. Or he stepped out. I don't know if he has 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but he stepped out.
Well, he needed to have been out of the shower in order for him to grab you and body slam you, didn't he?
Not necessarily.
Oh, so
He
you're
had-
saying that he was in the shower, and from the shower he kind of reached over and grabbed you and body slammed you sideways, even though he wasn't out of the shower?
No, I said he definitely stepped out, but I don't know if he had both feet out or 1 foot out.
So when he is in the shower, he at least takes one step out, and you're far enough away so that the water's not going to be getting on the camera, right? Right?
Yes.
And in this position where his legs are open, potentially, right? Right?
Yes.
You're saying that he reaches over with one leg still in the shower, and he body slams you. That's what you say, right?
No, it's not what I said.
This is a very small closet, isn't it?
No, it's bigger than the cell that I live in.
It's bigger than what?
It's bigger than the cell that I live in. It's not a small closet.
Ma'am, we don't want to know where you live in. Do you understand that?
I'm just using that as reference. It's
Ma'am,
not small.
Do you understand? Did I ask you where you were living?
No.
We're clear, right? We do not want to know where you're living right now. You understand that?
Okay, sorry.
No need to be. Take that attitude that... Is there an issue with you with answering the questions as they're posed?
Sometimes, but I'm trying to answer them the best I can.
So is it an attitude issue with you then?
Objection, argumentative, Your Honor. Move to strike.
I'm not asking you if you're looking at his eyes. I'm asking you whether or not you could see his face.
Not really. Like he was kind of like bent.
Okay. So what you're saying then is that he is more like a bull rather than a linebacker because he's got his head down and he's charging like a bull with his head down. That's what you're saying, right?
Not quite down like that, maybe in between. That would be accurate.
All right, so he's in between here. If he's got his head down, as you tell us that he does, and you say you can't see his face, though. That's what you say, right?
No, I just don't remember whether I noticed his face or not. He was just this ball of fury coming at me, and that's what I remember.
And you said you couldn't see his eyes. That's what you just said, right?
I don't remember seeing his eyes.
So that means you didn't see his eyes, right?
That doesn't mean that. It just means I don't remember looking into his eyes.
So if he's down in this position that you're talking about with his head down like that, how could he possibly know to come after you if he's looking down? How is he going to do? Feel his way around?
Objection calls for speculation, argumentative.
Sustained.
He had his head down. That's what you said, right?
He was like I can just describe it as like a linebacker unless I get up and act it out, which I would like to not do, if possible.
Then do it. Go ahead. Show us how he was standing immediately before, or how he was sitting or crouching immediately before this happened. If you could do it just from there. And in retrospect, do you think that perhaps some of the comments that you made were a little unfair to him?
Yes.
And ma'am, with regard to everything that he did to you, and how you feel, and how you know of the circumstances and the situation that you were in, with regard to Exhibit 205, do you think in your mind, because you were the one that was experiencing, do you think that, do you,
Objection to that being shown, Judge, that is completely irrelevant, and it's quite frankly.
Okay,
extremely
council
irrelevant.
approach, council approach.
Sir, ma'am, with regard to, you were being asked about how you were aggrieved about the fact that he may have been cheating with the defendant. Do you remember about that?
Yes.
And you were asked about, how many times he had been cheating, correct?
I'm not.
You were asked about that,
Okay.
right? And that was part of the breakup, right?
Yes.
Do you think that it is appropriate, given everything that they claim that he put you through, do you think that it is appropriate to take a knife and slash somebody's throat?
Objection, relevance. Relevance, and it goes to her opinion is not.
Let me approach.
I'm going to tie you to a tree and put it in your ass, by the way.
What's that?
I'm going to tie you to a tree and put it in your ass, by the way.
Oh my gosh. That is so debasing. I like it.
Like, since you've left, I check off every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Well, it's always just fucking you.
Oh, you're calling me right now. I wish you were here. If you were here, my grandparents are asleep, I'd let you right in my bedroom. We'd shut and lock the door, and we would just have a big fuck fest. You'd go at it all night.
Well, let's do it, baby. I'm going to be there, you know.
I want you to come.
Oh, don't worry. I want to give you a cream pie, too.
What's that? What's a cream pie?
Freaking. So,
Right now.
What else is hot? Naturally, so like the way you know, dude, it sounds like you're this 12-year-old girl having her first orgasm. It's so hot.
It sounds like what?
12-year-old girl having her first orgasm.
And I only have to point out to the point as far as the May 10th, 2008 conversation, in terms of showing that she has no problems lying on the telephone, where she says, well, yeah, I was faking it. And you know what she said she was faking. Even though you heard her squealing like a cat. No, that's just me faking it. Unless, of course, Washington Mutual made this up. Maybe Washington Mutual also subscribes to the law of attraction, and they don't want to put anything negative here. Sir, didn't you tell us just minutes ago that she was suicidal?
She told us she was suicidal.
I understand that's what you're saying now. I'm asking you to think. You don't have any memory problems, do you?
No.
I'm asking you to think back to maybe 5 minutes ago